Hello, everyone. Welcome to another edition of Building a Model and Chatting. I'm Taco. It's great to have you. We are currently in the middle of building the Master Grade Dual Assault Shroud. I know it says Full Shroud on the chat, but it is actually Assault Shroud. And so far, we got the head and the body of the basic unit without the shroud. And now we're going to start building the arms without the shroud. With these, we got to do the large part of it is doing two at the same time, and then there's like the hands that are separate. So pretty basic for uh, for this type of master grade, where it's just the real cookie cutter. Is there two minutes? Here's just sorry, get distracted. Okay, no, there's okay. Was wondering if there's two runners, but nope, it's just one runner. But yeah, they're the very basic, almost like high grade type arms, it looks like. Cut these out. So we're pretty much doing both arms at the same time, except the hands. And we'll do the same with the shoulders as well. I mean, there's only a page of directions for hands. I mean, it's literally just this one page. And it's not like it's in-depth, crazy amount of build steps to it either. 12, there's 12. So yeah, it's great having everyone show up on the live. Other than that, nothing too crazy going on. For the next paint job, I'm currently cutting out and sanding every piece, and it is very tedious. I'm really trying to get that type of prep work down to where it makes the painting easier and more professional looking. And I am going to be painting Oberon. I already have one that's unpainted, but someone challenged me to paint a kit that that had a lot of pieces, and so I picked up Oberon. And hey, Johnny, great to see you. Hope you're doing well, sir. And so I'm currently in the process of. I have all the pieces cut out, but I gotta cut them fully, cut the nubs out, and then sand it all. And so I've got the body done, and I've got the weapons done, I believe. I know I at least got the upper half of the body, like the chest, the head, and arms done. And that was a lot of work because I'm not using my razor for it. I'm actually using it's actually the 1.0. It's they still had them, and so because I picked it up a while back, and I'm painting it anyways, so there's no real point of getting one of the different colors. But I will tell you the color scheme I'm doing. I am actually going to be doing Archangel from the X-Men comics. So it's kind of a electric blue, like a lighter blue electric, and then it's almost like a pinkish purple red accent color. And I'm trying to figure out mapping out is a little bit harder because there's no real line art for me to be able to computer generate it. So I'm actually like using markers and actually coloring in the instructions of this is going to be this color, this is going to be that color. The only problem is if I want to switch, I can't really switch after I the markers on there. But I think I got it the way I want. Because it's not going to be the typical like whole body is one color, like the whole chest is one color, and then the arms are the usual like white or something like that. It's more. It's going to have a lot of blue is obviously the main color, and then there's just going to be spots where it because there's so many like tiny pieces in that Oberon kit that work well for this. They basically do the panel lining for you, and so like it's basically finding the right panels and creating a pattern for the pink that kind of matches that of Archangels. So I've got that going, and then after that one, I'm going to do a candy green Sinanju. And I've got actually like the gold foil stickers for that, and like those like little circular thing like for the waist. I picked up the metal beads for that. So that'll be the custom work on that one. So the next two paint jobs are going to be exciting and challenging, but exciting. And see, there's Oberon 2.0, which is the black one, and now they also have a blue, like a one with like blue lines going through it, or where there was gold is now blue. So they've actually like made 3 Oberons now. I mean, it's technically 4 because the first one came with gold and also like a pale pink. So they've definitely done the color schemes. All right. Next step. Let's see here. 13. There are quite a few kits are coming out. I'm like, wow, those look cool. I'm waiting for Bandai to see what they're going to be putting out because they've hinted a couple times now. I've heard they're hinting at a few new like master grade kits. And I mean, I'm really looking forward to the master grade SD Kshatriya. I'm curious to how that will work as a master grade SD. So while I was setting up for today, I was thinking, I'm like, I remember, 6 months ago, a year ago, it was like, man, I hope I like for this section I don't have to glue something. And now it's like I don't even like worry about gluing necessarily. Like I kind of have that confidence now that I'm like, oh, one more piece. That one I can fix something if I need to, but also, okay, hold on a second. D17. That one. Oh, there's that one. Okay. That I can also fix it many different ways and not just gluing something completely. Like I did a pin for the first time, though that technically is gluing because you glue both ends of the pin. But it's just I don't know. I'm not as worried about having to glue something. And I must say I do like these God hands. They do make things easier. Just gotta worry about the crevice, that one crevice in here, and nubs will get stuck in there, and it just can cause havoc. And I want to see if I can get the same amount of time as I do with the displays that I've got in the past. So I've had 2 or 3 displays. One, I think it fell on the ground, just broke, and that was on me. And then I think I've had 2 where the spring system just kind of gave out. But that was after a lot of use. I wasn't sure if I was going to go live at this time because I figure everyone's kind of at work still and kind of closed up for today. But it was going to be the best time for me, and I wanted to watch Brewer game later, so this is when you get me. Then everyone's seems to be live on a Friday night. So other than that, nothing too much interesting's been going on. Beat a couple of video games while I was in my absence. Uh, Assassin's Creed Shadows, Ghosts of Yotai. Those are probably the 2 big ones. Those are both very fun. I kind of like those open world games like that. Yet I couldn't get into Witcher 3. I don't know. That one just, I don't know, didn't grab me. But I am looking forward to the Black Flag remaster or resynced or whatever they want to call it. Let's see here. Looks pretty good. All right, so let's get this one together. Once it like that. And then this goes like so. So basically your standard the standard arm frame. You know. Oop. And then there will be one here to do the other elbow action. So that's how that will go. But yeah, we had crazy storms yesterday. It was lightning and a little bit of hail and everything. But the power didn't go out, so that was good. And no flooding in the basement. It was also good, considering that's where all my painting and gunpla stuff are. I always laugh at when people try to explain what I do on YouTube, or you know how I enjoy this model building. They don't want to say toys. They don't want to say model, and so they're like, he builds them Gundams thingies. It's always those Gundams thingies. It always makes me laugh. But yeah, just been relaxing, enjoying the building that I do. I don't like pressure myself to get like anything done fast. I know I've live streamed quite a bit already, but that's gonna. I'm not. I can't keep up at that pace, so you'll get me once or twice a week. I think is my plan. It can just play it by ear. I know I should have a regular schedule and stuff, but I kind of just go with when I feel the whim to do so. So yeah, that's pretty much. And then you got the Gundam video game that was announced. That is like basically it's like armored Monster Hunter Gundam Core 6. It just I don't know. It has the Gundam. It looks like a Gundam, but I'm not exactly a fan of the mecha kaiju type thing for Gundams. I know it seems weird, but I kind of prefer mine to be more of like realistic. Sounds stupid, like goofy, but I like it being more the human drama, the wars and everything like that. All right. Oh, that's ran away. So we need F. Should be. Yep. It has the iconic Haro. I didn't see the Haro. I'll have to watch it again, see if I can find the Haro. Yeah. It's not a Gundam if it doesn't have a Haro. So Gundam Wing didn't have a Haro. Or G Gundam. That at least I remember. I don't know. Maybe you could tell me if there was a Haro in Gundam Wing or G Gundam. I just don't remember it possibly being in there, unless the Haro was Hero's self destruct button. It's been kind of funny hearing Haru go self-destruct, self-destruct. Or mission accepted. That's what it was. That's what it said in the show when he always pushed it. Yeah, I don't think there was a. That'd be an interesting trivia thing. Which Gundam series did not have a Haro in it? I imagine any of the Xeon ones didn't. Trying to think of what other ones possibly wouldn't. Um, I mean, it's not my favorite of the G Gundam series, but it's also probably the most cookie cutter one. Like, there's not anything real crazy to it. Like, you don't have like the sombrero of the tequila Gundam or uh, the animal print of the Zulu Gundam. So I don't know. It just kind I guess it makes sense. And a lot of people like there's like a following for that Gundam. People like the German one. I don't know. I guess I would have rather seen like Gundam Bros or even Nobel Gundam before you know before they went that route. Especially Rose Gundam. I guess I'm a sucker for bits and funnels and stuff like that. So like the Rose bits would be kind of cool to have. Yeah, Zeus Gundam would be cool. I mean, even I get why they don't do Master Grade Dragon Gundam because it's so close to what to Altron. So I don't I understand why they wouldn't do that one necessarily. But like, there's so many. Like I don't know if it's called Neptune, though. Like their Merman one or whatever, or Sea Monster one. I wasn't the biggest fan of G Gundam. I mean I liked the variety and stuff back in the day, but now it's like I really like the like war type stories or like political conflict, which I guess G Gundam had that, but more the like war like Xeon versus the Federation or you know Neo Xeon, all that good stuff. I'm waiting for the announcement of more G Quacks because it was a big enough hit. I think they're going to do a second season type thing. There's enough there that they could do something with it. I mean, the whole alternate universe really gives it the opportunity to do pretty much whatever they would want. I always thought what would be cool is like some type of like basically kind of like the Super Robot Wars where random series get pulled into a certain universe to handle a crisis. To have that with just Gundams and like have like Death Scythe from Wing and Double O Riser from Double O, stuff like that, and kind of form like something to stop this, threat that will destroy all the various universes. Or yeah, something like that. I thought that might be kind of cool, but definitely don't think Bandai would go that route. It doesn't have to be like all main characters. Like I don't necessarily want to see Kira and Hero and Domo, all of them at the same time. I think that would be too much. Or not Domo, but the main character. Yeah, Domo is the main character of G Gundam, or Domon is. I can't think. That's what happens when I'm building at the same time. But like especially if it was a lot more like side characters, like either Shen or Afrin for Seed. Come up in Destiny or one of the Justices or even Aegis. I think Deathside definitely fits in nicely. And I think definitely, I think we would end up seeing the main character of G Gundam. Maybe throw in like alternate universe like the Hainu. Maybe they can finally show that. I don't know. I'm just spitballing ideas. Yeah. And today might be a little bit shorter of a stream. We'll see. So we don't have much left to do for the actual arms. We'll probably do the arms, and then next time we'll do the shoulders and whatever the next step is. But yeah, I don't know, I'm running out of topics today. I didn't really plan anything. That. And so, yeah. Yeah, these God hands really make it where you barely need to sand anything. I should probably slow down my cuts just so I don't break anything or miscut. But yeah, that's kind of the plan. It's a very simple kit. Kind of reminds me of the Buster a little bit of how simple that one was as well. Now the Buster I sort of have ready to paint, but I'm also kind of like second guessing like if I want to paint it or not. I don't know. I do want to get the set of 4 with the Aegis. Um, obviously you already have Duel, and I have and built Buster, but then also Blitz, and also probably the basic Strike Gundam, just to have the original like 5 from Gundam Seed of what started the series. I think that'd be kind of fun to have in a master grade form. I'm running out of space badly though. I gotta figure out space wise where to put stuff. My poor shells are like starting to bend down from the weight of all the models. I'm just waiting for one day to come down into the basement and just see all my models like spilled all over the floor. And the whole world will hear me going, no. There we go. Good old polycaps. I definitely would like to see Bandai use more of some of the third party, the fancier third party kits of how they've done frames and different articulation. I think Bandai could learn a lot from that, as I think they've gotten into. I think it's always been kind of the same, where it's the same cookie cutter, like arms, go this way, you know, legs go this way, unless it's some type of special kit, like the standards stick to the standard frame. I would just like to see them try out the box stuff for a little bit. All right. Now we need B. Still need D. But I think don't need PC anymore, so put that back. And we don't need F. So put that back. All right. Just trying to keep everything a little bit organized. 3 and 7. Oh, hey, fix a bruh. How's it going, bro? Hope you're doing well, sir. Let's see here. Still got to cut out that middle part. Working, unfortunately, yeah. I figured you were. But hey, working provides the money, and the money provides the khakis, and the khakis, they get you the women's. Now, if you know what movie that comes from, I'll give you major kudos. So it's a funny movie. You do not. It was from the makers of South Park Basketball. Yep. They were playing a game of horse, and they totally kicked. Or no, they weren't playing horse. They were playing basketball. You know, the basic beginnings of basketball to these two guys that had some cute women, and they wanted to try and get those women, and they totally beat them. And and the women still go with them, and they're like, we got to get the job so we can get the money, so we can get the khakis, so we can get the women's. And I don't know why I just remember that line, or it's something like that. But it always makes me laugh. Like the khakis are the all important thing. Women want a guy that has khakis. That was a rather funny movie, though. Steve Perry, just the psycho person out. Come on, I told you can't Steve Perry me anymore. I think it was like how to say. Well, I shouldn't say that because I try to keep my channel semi like kid friendly. So I'm going to avoid saying what I was going to say from the show. But yeah, you're crazy, man. But yeah, nothing else really exciting around here. It's been pretty boring. YouTube's been boring, which is kind of a good thing in my opinion. But it's getting that time of the year where you gotta get stuff done around the house. so that you can prepare for winter. So that after winter you can prepare for winter. You can get stuff done around the house to prepare, and then prepare for winter again. Seems like a weird cycle. But yeah, we're gonna finish up here, I think. So we're just gonna get these two on, and then I think I'm gonna call it a stream, and we can save the rest for next stream. So surprise, well, because it was double each step, took a little longer than what you would think it would take. There it goes. So your basic arm for the most part. That will have something that attaches here. But it's the assault shroud which will make this stand out a little bit, hopefully. Right arm and your left arm. There we go. All right. Thank you all for watching. Don't know exactly when I'll go. Probably, I don't know, probably like Sunday or Monday I'll go live. But then, so until next time, enjoy life, enjoy your hobby, and have a great rest of the weekend.